Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Yellow Kings podcast. Today we have a good old-fashioned shoot the shit episode, an STS episode. Basically, we talk about any topic, any question outside of our regularly scheduled programming, and we got a couple good questions to talk about, good life stories to talk about right now. It's your boy Toyun Kim, also known as Your Average Tech Bro on the internet, and I'm here with my boy Andrew Meng Duck, Meng Social. Social media marketing agency god over here. Oh, Andrew, did you have anything you wanted to start off the topic with? Anything you want to start the episode off with?
I am starting speech therapy because I'm just so sick of, number one, people in my comment section being like, hey, this guy talks with his mouth closed, or just being like, what's this guy even like? Okay, I had this one video in which I was teaching someone how to pitch a stock, right? I was pitching NVIDIA, and then one of the top liked comments, by the way, like I replied to this comment and people like gave me, they gave me support as well. That was like, who the fuck cares? But apparently, I say the word. I don't want to say it right now. The word.
Say it.
I'm gonna try to say it. I'm gonna try to say it as well as I can. It. Okay. Autonomous vehicles.
Okay.
And then people were like, "This guy's." And there was this one comment that was like, "This, your boy man said autonomous." All right, I said it with like an M, but it's like, number one, I get it. All right, it's autonomous, I guess, not autonomous. I was just like, who fucking cares, I guess? It's like, that wasn't the point of the video, but it's like, he had to call out. He just had to call out. And I guess as a content creator, like, usually things don't bother me that much, but for some reason, that comment really bothered me because it kind of like dug into this part of me that was like, dude, you don't sound clear when you talk on camera. So I had two choices at that point, right? And it wasn't just that one comment. Like, it's something that's been happening over and over again. Some people be like, oh, this guy talks with mouth closed, or it's like, they'll just say things that say weird on camera and stuff. Yeah. So like, fuck it. I can double down, just be like, fuck these guys. I'm just going to do it. Or number two, you know what? Maybe they have a point. Maybe if I want to be on this platform, if I want to grow a personal brand, if I want to do a podcast, maybe honestly it's a podcast, I was like, I should try to find a way to improve myself and fix this. So this Monday, I started speech therapy. I'm going through a company. It's called Expressible. It's basically like the BetterHelp, but for speech therapy.
Nice.
It's literally the same thing. It's literally just BetterHelp, but for speech therapy. So right now, like I start my first session on Monday. Two things, which actually I probably should have improved on this podcast already. She says I talk way too fast. That's number one. I actually wrote it down here. I talk way too fast, so I need to talk slower. And I need to figure out how to like be better at finishing the words I say. Because apparently I'm good at starting the words I say, but sometimes I just like towards the end of the word, I'll trail off and just move on to the next word before wrapping up what I'm saying. And she says like, oh, a lot of it just like, you're talking way too fast and you need to slow down when you speak. So you're just more clear. I guess question to you, Thomas. What are some things you know about me that I can improve on in terms of like my speech? Straight up, lay it on me. Because, okay, I'll say low key, the reason why I went to speech therapy and all these things is the comment section, but also I listen to our podcast and I listen to how crisp your voice sounds, except for your fucking mic. Sometimes you need to get a new mic, I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
This one right here, Elgato Wave 3, sick mic, or get the $3.99 shirt from Amazon. But aside from that, I think you have like the narrator's voice. Like your voice is very crisp. You're very clear what you say, and that's always something I struggled with.
Well, it's funny you say that because I get a lot of heat, not on this podcast or TikTok comments, but on my YouTube videos. I get a lot of heat because they say you talk way too fast. And honestly, I do think I talk a lot faster on my YouTube videos because this is like you're trying to talk fast. Actually, I don't think it's something that I'm trying to do. It's more so that in this podcast, I at least have someone to talk to. When I have someone to talk to, it's a more natural cadence. It's like a natural conversation flow. Whereas with YouTube, I'm just filming solo and I kind of just say whatever is on my mind, and it's just a different mindset. It then turns into public speaking, and I do know that when I'm doing more public speaking stuff, when I get nervous, I do start like talking a lot faster. I knew it's so funny because I think when I film a YouTube video, I'm like straining. I just don't even realize this, but I'm straining myself talking really fast. It's to the point like I start sweating. because I'm just talking so fast. I'm like,
You're
oh my
burning
God.
calories.
Like I'm dripping sweat right now. I'm talking too fast. I need to chill. So it's funny you say that, just because I get my fair bit of hate comments as well on the social media. It's just specifically about you talk too fast, etc., etc.
All right. Let's do this. What's something that people say hate comments to you about?
Oh.
What's something you don't care, and what's something that kind of actually low key bothers you? So mine is like, I don't care when people are like, oh, this guy is like, he works in investment bank. He thinks he's cool as shit, you know? Or it's like, yo, bro, my man really quit his job to work at Bullet. Shut the fuck up, all right? You know, worked in banking. You don't know what I'm talking about. Like, everyone that worked in banking knows what I'm talking about. And also, I just don't care that much. But a soft point for me is just like, oh, don't make fun of my voice, man. Okay, I'm trying to improve on it.
Guys, you know I'm like sensitive about that. Guys, like, but I don't want to talk about that, okay?
I don't want to talk about it, okay? Just let me talk. Just leave me alone, okay? Even I was telling Thomas about this. Even the AI on TikTok, when they try to transcribe your voice into captions, they always get what I say wrong. Even the AI doesn't understand what the fuck I'm saying. Like I was telling him, like I always say investment banking. It's investment banking, but the captions, I tell you, it has never said anything else but invest in banking.
That's how you know. So that's how you got diagnosed with a speech pathology, like a speech therapist problem. The fact that AI could not get your
No, low key, I think that's really true. If like because the AI takes like the averages of like what voice sounds like an American voice, and if the AI can't understand like on average what an American voice sounds like, I'm like, I think I have a problem.
It's funny you say that, because literally, if you had not brought that up, I would have been like, dude, TikTok's AI transcription is so good. It gets it like 100% right all the time for me.
Dude, no, it doesn't. It's so bad for me.
Oh my God.
It did get better. It has gotten better though. It has gotten better. I will say.
It got way better.
They're starting to adjust to people with, you know, different tonalities and different accents.
They're adjusting to the motherland, you know, like
exactly.
more.
Exactly. Points and influence from Douyin, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So my answer to your question of what are some hate comments what are the hate comments that I don't care about, but what are the comments that actually do affect me?
Yeah.
Oh man. I think the hate comments that don't affect me are when they like when they insult my looks or whatever. They're saying like someone said, bro, you look like you're 40 years old. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I was like, I know I don't. Like I know I'm a decent looking guy, so I don't like that's chill. Like that doesn't.
You look more
me.
mature for your age, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
All right, you're more mature.
Probably the most intense hate comment that I got, which I was not that offended, but like I was like, wow, that's actually a pretty egregious hate comment. I think they said it's actually really fucked up. This was like during like the pandemic when Asian hate crimes were going on, and dude, seriously, this one person commented saying, you are the reason why Asian hate crimes go on, because you're so fucking annoying and unlikable. I was like, damn, bro, like that was a deep cut, dude. Like,
Yo,
I was like, damn, dude, like I hope you're okay, man.
I did not represent our people, dude. It's like,
yeah, seriously, I'm just like one dude. But I, in general, I think hate comments don't really get me that much. But maybe the one that gets me the most is because honestly, like I want to establish a relationship with my viewers where like I want them to roast me, like make fun of me, and I'll make fun of you back. Like, I kind of want that banter. But I think maybe the feedback that I get the most that maybe is the closest to actually phasing me is when someone like questions my credibility, being like, you don't know what you're talking about, but you never even worked at Google. I'm like, bro, like what do I have to prove to you? Why would I lie about this? You know, like I literally did. Or like when I give an opinion on like a technical topic and they're like, oh my God, you are an idiot. That is so unbelievably wrong. Like that is not how you do things. So, I mean, yeah, because I guess that's like insulting. Not just like you can insult me as a person, like that's chill. But then I guess once they start insulting like I guess my career, I'm just like, what do you mean? Like I do this work, dude.
Because you take pride in it too. You take a lot.
Yeah, exactly. But then even then, at the end of the day, I also don't care that much, just because I'm not the most technical engineer you'll ever find. That is just not my brand. So it's like when they say you're so wrong, this is not how you should do things, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Like you're probably right that there's a better way to do it. I just don't care about really learning it because I'm not a most technical engineer. I'm out here. I consider myself just like a product engineer more so. Just like I can build stuff that works, but I care more about the end product, not the technical details that goes on.
You know what I hate though? Sometimes, all right, I don't know if you ever do this, but sometimes I make content just to make content. Like, I'll put out stuff that even myself, I'm just like, I don't think this is that good. Like, career tips. I'll say 9% of what I put out there is like, no, this is actually like how I did things, how I like doing things. This is what you should be doing as well if you're in my shoes, right? Like, this is how I did it. But there's like a 10% where sometimes I put it out just because like I need some content pieces. I'm running out of ideas. It's like, all right, how would I do this? How will someone do this? And I don't put too much thought into it. I post a video and I just get roasted in the comments. People being like, oh, this is wrong. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? And then in the back of my mind, I watched the video back again. I'm just like, oh, they're right. Like, this is kind of bad. Like, I personally wouldn't even do it this way. Like, there has to be like moments like that where I'm just like, yeah, I don't think this was definitely the best advice.
Yeah.
It hurts when they're right a little bit. It's just like, fuck, you are a little right, but man.
Yeah. Moving on. Next question that I kind of wanted to bring up is there's two questions that I want to talk about in this episode. The first one is, what is your most disgusting habit? Like, what would you say is your biggest ick that you personally have?
My most disgusting habit. I know this is disgusting. Okay. I don't think this is too disgusting, but it's definitely a habit I want to change. But I bite the fuck out my nails. Like I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to be a hand model anytime soon. That's what I'm going to say.
No, I gobble that shit up. I gobble up my nails. It's something I always done my entire life. I tried quitting it. I tried everything, guys. I tried everything. I tried putting garlic on my nails. I tried putting nail polish. I used to put like clear nail polish on my nails with garlic bits on it just to make it disgusting.
No way.
Yeah. So I read online, there was a way where people are like, oh, how do you stop biting your nails? Just put clear nail polish with garlic on it, and then like it'll be so disgusting and smell so bad that you wouldn't want to touch it, right? But what ended up happening is, like, number one, it smelled like shit, so I hated it. I want to get it off, and it was so much fun to peel the nail polish off my nails that I spent the time just peeling off the nail polish, and that was just so much fun for me to do, and I still end up just biting it at the end of the day. So it didn't work. I put the nail polish on, and I just started peeling off the nail polish.
Damn.
But it's something that it's something I want to change. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm 27 this year. I don't want to go into my 30s still biting my nails because like you just seem very anxious, right? Like you ever see a guy just being like, it's just like, bro, you got anxiety or something? Like, bro, you're not confident? Like I don't want to be seen as that guy, but it is like a very toxic habit. But my mom always tells me like, Andrew, you need to stop biting your nails or else girls won't like you. So I think because of that reason, and I have a girlfriend, I'm just like, guess like it don't matter after all. So I'll just keep biting my nails.
That's hilarious.
But I'll say that's like my most toxic habit. I guess it's nasty depending on like which girl you ask. But how about yourself?
Like some girls would be like, oh yeah, that's a major ick. Like when a guy bites his nails, that's an ick.
What's your most toxic habit?
I think mine, what most people would be like, oh, like that's an ick for sure. I mean, low-key, I get really bad gas. I get like I rip nasty ass. I'll be the first to say that. Like I'm known in my friend group to be like that guy. Like, bro, if he's farting, you gotta evacuate. Get like the toxic fume mask on. Is bad. So I'll be honest. I'll be open about that. I rip some disgusting ass, and it's like you know it's bad because it's like I feel like when you smell your own fart, it's like okay, like it is what it is. You know it's bad when you fart and you smell your own fart and you're like, wow, that's fucking horrendous, bro. Like when you can smell when you realize how bad it is yourself, you're like, wow, I should not be in public. Like this is bad vibes, and that happens to me more often than not, if I'm being honest. So, dude, that's my biggest ick.
I love passing gas. I love passing gas in front of my girlfriend. and just be.
Oh yeah.
Like when I'm front for, I make an effort to try to pass like the loudest and the fattiest gas of all time.
Oh yeah.
Like
For sure.
It's like this. It gives you that sick satisfaction when she's like, "What the fuck?" You're like, "Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was
That's
me.
it. That was me. That's a big boy. That's how much of a man I am. All right.
Oh my god.
What else you got for me? What else you got?
Any other nasty habit?
All right, this one's kind of a boring question, but I'm just kind of curious.
What's up?
And you can't. All right, and you can't say a tech founder. You can't.
Okay.
Let's put that straight up there. But
Sure.
whose shoes would you walk in for a day? Like, if you have to pick anyone that you can walk in the shoes, celebrity or not, just someone's shoes. Whose shoes would you walk in for a day?
I guess like what's the purpose of it? Is it to live their
live their life for a day. Mm-hmm. All right, I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I will walk in Avicii shoes for a day. Avicii. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't he the one that
Killed
seppuku
himself.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Seppuku himself.
Sudoku
Yeah,
himself.
I'll Sudoku himself. I'll walk in Avicii shoes for a day. I don't know. I just think it'll be sick. Like I'm a big EDM fan. He was like the guy that got me into EDM pretty much. Like I listened to his music for nonstop for the past decade. Still have after his death and stuff. Like I literally know everything about this guy. Like in terms of like all his music, all his hidden music.
Really?
Like, I know every single remix. I can go so deep into this topic, but if I walk in shoes for a day, I'll be like, damn, it'll be so sick if I can just experience what his life is like for a day. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to experience it because once I experience it, I'll be like, yo, this shit kind of sucks. Like, what the fuck do you think I got? Like, I gotta sleep at 3 a.m., wake up the next day, play this show. You're playing the same music over and over again. You're used to it at that point. It's like, it's not even fun. And it's like, almost like I'd never want to walk in shoes because I feel like it will just ruin it for me. Just be like, you think that's the dream, but once you're living it, you're like, this is fucking horrible. Which is probably why he killed himself. But yeah. If I had to, I mean, there's also saying, right? You ever heard a saying like, don't meet your heroes? I actually kind of believe in that. I actually kind of believe it. Don't meet your heroes. It's just it's like I feel like once you meet them, you're like, motherfucker, you just normal ass human being, just like me.
Yeah, it's so true, man. I think for me, I have two answers. One would be a pro tennis player, and the other one would be like a musician, primarily like a hip hop artist. So the tennis player, honestly, just like I maybe I don't want to give like a specific person per se, but I would say just like I would like
Serena Williams.
Roger Federer was my guy. I love Roger. Actually, Serena Williams is a dope life because she's married to the Reddit founder. So you get tech and tennis in one life. Alex Ohanian, I'm pretty sure she's married to him, or at least they have a kid together. I'm pretty sure they're married.
Nice.
So I think I would love to be a professional tennis player for like a year of my life. Honestly, I love playing tennis. I would love to just like play all day as if it was my job. That'd be super sick. And then next one would be just like being a professional, like being like a musician, like an artist. I would pick Kanye West before he went crazy. I loved Kanye, like from Life of Pablo prior. I loved all of his works then. I can't really, it's hard to like him now. I think he's going through a tough time. He's mentally super, super ill. So like sad to see such musical genius go away.
Fall from grace.
Yeah, it's like your Avicii is to you what Kanye was to me before he went like really, really crazy. But yeah, I was a huge Kanye West fan. I think like sometimes I'll like daydream about like I think at the end I'm a bit of a performer. That's why I create social media content. I think being able to like perform a show and like sing your music in front of your fans, like that sounds like an unreal experience. So that would be my guess. Yeah, those are my two picks.
On that topic, we can cut out this last part if it's just irrelevant. But have you been recognized in public?
Oh no, I haven't. The closest.
You have not? Okay.
I'll say this. I think I haven't been recognized in public because when I originally started growing on social media and I was in the Bay Area, it was a pandemic, so I was not going out as much. But then I moved out of the Bay Area And as that continues to grow, I've not been in the Bay Area, and I think that's where the core of my viewership is. So I just think it's like I've mostly been in places where it's not as tech heavy, so I have not gotten recognized. The closest I think I've been to getting recognized though was when I went in Boston one time, and I was hanging out with a group of friends. Boston's a super college heavy town, so I was at I was getting dessert with some friends, and I saw this one kid. He kept looking at me, looking at his phone, looking at me, looking at his phone, looking at me, talking to his friends, looking at his phone, looking at me.
And you're like, stop it. I already know I'm famous. Okay, just stop it.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he recognized me, but he never came up to me to say anything. So that was the closest, but that's about it. What about you? Have you been recognized actually?
Yeah, I've been recognized a couple times. I'll say 4 times in total, which isn't not too much. Just 4 times in total.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was recognized once at a. Oh, dude, this is so funny, dude. The first time I ever got recognized, I got so excited that the guy knew who I was. He didn't even give a fuck. He was just like, "Hey, you're on TikTok, right?" I got so fucking excited that I asked him to take a picture of me.
Oh my god.
I got so excited that I asked him to take a picture of me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have since then developed you gotta keep it cool, Andrew. You gotta be chill about it. You gotta be cool about it.
You're making duck, bro.
I was so excited. But the thing is, he didn't even care that much. He was just like, "Hey, I think I've seen you on TikTok before. You're making duck, right?" I was like, "Yo, let's get a picture."
That's so funny.
Guys,
what are the other times that you got recognized? What were they like?
So I go 24-hour fitness. So the guy that works at front desk at 24-hour fitness recognized me.
That's funny.
I've been recognized I got recognized at a rave. I got recognized at Ultra Miami. That was kind of
not
fun.
too long ago, like a couple months ago.
Not too long ago, and actually last weekend in Dallas, Texas. I was at this. You know, Activate. It's like the games where it's like the floor is all colorful and shit, and you gotta jump around.
I think I saw your IG story.
Yeah. So I went to that, and then I was getting water and stuff. This guy came up to me. He's like, "Yo, are you Ming Duck on TikTok?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And then we just started talking. You know, it was super cool. He was a really cool guy. He's like incoming investment banking summer analyst. So we just had a conversation about that.
Were they all Asian? Can you break down the demographic of each person that's at high tea that recognized
all
you?
Asian dudes. Just all Asian dudes. All Asian dudes.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Which honestly, I don't even think my demographic is like majority Asian dudes. I think my demographic is like all over the place, to be honest. Because I have a pretty broad. I have my investment banking niche, and I just have the broad all over the place. And I know this because number one, my stats are 6% male and 4% female, and also just I used to sell. I didn't sell. I was giving out for free my job search starter kit. But now I asked them okay, what do you do for a living and stuff? It was all over the place, dude. Finance, tech, medicine, nursing. Cause I was just selling my email templates or giving out for free. But I asked them to fill out the information because I was just so curious. And it was blue collar to white collar, up, down, left, right. Yeah.
That's interesting. Actually, I think the funniest, not for me, but I actually recognize a TikTok person in the streets. This is in New York. You know Brian? I think Brian Shu, the data science guy. No, maybe I know
investment banking Brian though.
Oh, okay. Well, there's this. I'm pretty sure. I want to get it right. I don't want to mess it up. I'm pretty sure
Brian
it's
Sue,
Brian
data science.
He's like a LinkedIn data scientist. Oh, what the heck? Oh yeah, it's Bry_Shu XU. Basically, he's like a data scientist. He makes funny stuff this is factually incorrect. You could be dangerously misled with just really weird stuff. So really funny. He's huge on TikTok. Has 1.5 million followers. So one time I was in K-Town. I just came out of the karaoke. I was pretty lit, and I saw him and his fiance. Now they're now engaged. I saw them walk past in K-Town. I was like, oh my god, it's them. And I wanted to say hi just because we roam in kind of similar circles because Shuri worked at LinkedIn. Shuri.Brook, for those of you who are on TikTok, she's a good friend of mine, a good friend of ours. And
controversial.
So I think Shuri and Brian. Oh my! We'll cut that out.
On the record.
Oh my god. Yeah, and like I know like Shuri and Brian, they know each other. So I wanted to like say hi to Brian or something, but then I was like too lit. I was like, you're gonna look like an idiot. So like just reel it in, buddy. Like we'll see him another time. So that was my only other like TikTok interaction, I guess.
Did you used to be play League?
No, I never played League.
Oh fuck, you would not know what these guys are. Oh, it'd be so cool if I can tell you about these guys right now. But
Well, you mean like Faker or Double Lift or something?
Yeah, no, actually. So I went to not Double Lift exactly, but I went to Escape. It's like a rave in SoCal hosted by Insomniac. And I saw like this crowd of esports people that were like friends of like people I was hanging out with. I was like, dude, I literally ran to like guys I used to idolize when I was in high school. And it was kind of weird just meeting them because I realized I was like, oh, wait, you're only like 2 years older than me. You're not that much older. But I used to like think you're like this god because I was like 14 and they were maybe like 17, 18 playing League of Legends. And just getting to know them, I was just like, oh, this is so interesting. Like, we're like kind of the same age doing the same thing. And it was like I said, don't meet your heroes. Don't meet your heroes.
They're way more normal than you would ever imagine in your life, you know?
Guys, Thomas and I are very, very normal. By the way, if you guys ever see us, come up and say hi to us. Like, dude, I want to meet all of you guys if you guys ever see us.
I'm still waiting for my first fan interaction, so hit me up if you see me in real life.
Yeah, I mean, okay. The thing that I'm trying to figure out is like, what do you say to someone when they like they recognize you? Like, how do you? I know how to start it. I know how to talk about it, but how do you end it? It's just like, all right, bro. Hey, thanks for recognizing me. I guess. Like,
yeah, I think I'll just be like, hey, man. Well, nice to meet you. Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, sure.
I would just just keep it super casual. Nothing crazy.
No. All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah. That was. Dude, that actually lasted longer than I thought it would. That's 27. We were just talking and we're like, we should just record this, get our episode out. But that's another episode of Shooting the Shit. Hope you guys like this. And we will talk to you guys all very soon.